So I'd like to preface my speech by saying this is a love story. One which has been repeated time and time again by men all throughout history. So, everyone always thought Alek was gay. The whole family did. I'm just putting it into words. It was not really a matter for debate. It was just kind of a fact. Like rain on your wedding day. Thank you, Alanis Morissette, by the way. So as a child, his sister would frequently dress him up in women's clothes, which I suppose is normal enough. It just kind of got weird when he started doing it on his own, which is true. In fact, just a few days ago, he tried on one of the bridesmaids' outfits, and Flo back there can attest to this because she saw it. I don't know which bridesmaids it was.
It was mine. It was hers.
Wow. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so my own grandma even asked if he was in fact gay, which Alek, of course, answered with a resounding yes. Because that's a sense of humor. So now that question had been answered, and it was just a fact. So the only thing was Alek had a secret that only I knew about. This secret led me to know a truth. Oh wait, I can't read my own writing. This secret led me to know the rest of the family had it wrong. You see, being someone's brother is about knowing each other without ever having to verbalize anything. So because of this, I knew about Alek's love. That and the fact that when Alek was about 12 years old, I found the largest collection of Victoria's Secret catalogs I had ever seen under his broom. Seriously. This is all true, every piece of this. So when Alek came back from Europe with a man on his arm, everyone else in the family was surprised, but I knew and had always known that Alek's love for boobs had led him halfway around the world to bring home the fiery, outspoken brunette that is now my sister. Oh wait, I mean sister-in-law, sorry. But when it came time to write this speech, the problem I had was I had too many stories to talk about. It really is. It's when it comes to embarrassing moments in these two, it really was. It was like, shooting fish in a barrel. So after much debate and many drafts, most of which my wife told me I could never say out loud, I decided that I would just tell about Alek growing up as a child and the 7 years I've known Amanda. So it's funny watching someone grow up. I still remember the first time I ever saw Alek. It was at my grandma's house, and I was like 5, and my sister and I were standing over him, and both of us were just amazed at how small he was. And I remember I always fought with her, and it was like the one day we got along, but it was really weird. And so we stood over and looked at Alek, and even at that time he had a bunch of hair that was all over the place. Kind of like in Amanda's speech, no, it's changed. But then, after that, Alek grew up, and it was great being an older brother and watching your older brother grow up, because you see so much of yourself in them. But what he immediately did, and now it's always been one of the most creative people I've ever met, but what he immediately did was kind of invent his own language. He started calling diapers geegies, and would take these things around with him everywhere. He called napkins snapkins, and all the meat in the house became known as chicken, regardless of what it was. If it was meat, it was chicken. He covered everything in ketchup, and pronounce it ketchup. He covered everything in ketchup, and backwashed so bad in all his water that you never wanted to go near it. It was really weird. But he even told everyone that his last name was Ikama Hakama Holka. And that's what I wanted to know about. He really did all of it. So the imagination has always carried on throughout the years. And it's grown in my mind to make my brother the funniest, most creative person I've ever met. He's a man of few words, deep values, strong convictions, and a huge heart. And so at the end of the day, there's no one on earth I'd rather have as a brother and best friend than Alek.
Aww.
Well, that was the nice part. Now I gotta go to Amanda. Amanda, I gave fair game. I told her if there's anything you didn't want me to write about, or talk about, sorry, I wanted her to send me an email with all of it in there. And my plan was then to take that email and read it to every one of you people out loud and go into every one of those stories completely in depth. But the only thing I couldn't talk about is a certain thing that I will not talk about.
Thank you.
Until maybe later tonight when you get a few drinks in me. But what I do want to say about Amanda is the changes. It sounds weird that she's produced my brother. She's been the best thing that's ever happened to him. And turned him into a man. Even when she tries to do something nice for him, there's still that little bit of Amanda side though. Like the Holcomb Sounders cake with 22 on there. And yet his favorite number is 11. Right, because it's about Amanda. Right, it's a gift for him with her favorite number on it. But now that's a better one than your favorite number. Okay. Anyways. Right. So back to your guys' relationship. So Amanda has been the best thing ever. She got Alek up, motivated, out of the house, got him through school, motivated him. She did. She did some great things with him, and the two of them balanced each other out. It's always said opposites attract, and in their case, it's definitely true. My own personal relationship with Amanda, there's nobody on earth I would rather give a hard time to than her. And I don't know what it is. It's from day one. I think when she showed up as a little 18-year-old, and when you think of 18 and she's now 25, it's amazing how much somebody changes from 18 to 25. It's just amazing. But it really was. The first time we ever met her, we were playing volleyball at a family function, and Alex spiked the ball and it hit her in the back of the head. And she really started crying and ran off. And from that day on, I was like, I'm going to like this girl. Kind of like sharks smelling blood in the water. We knew that Amanda would be a fun one. And I love the fact that she's in my family. And I love you both deeply. And thank you for making me best man.